Pisces, it's Money Monday. Let's take a look at what your financial looks like for the week of April 13th, 2026. But when you find this message is when you're meant to receive the message. So let's take a look. Let's call in spirit. Okay, Pisces, I hope that you're doing well. Let's take a look at your financial for the week and see what the energy looks like for the week here when it comes to your money story. Hopefully we've got some new energy coming on in. If you're new here, welcome. If you like my readings, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like. Welcome back to all my subscribers. Thank you for being here each and every single day. All right, let's see what's going on here. Angels, guides, ancestors, what is the money story for Pisces? The week of April 13th, 2026. Okay. Well, Pisces, it doesn't look too bad this week here. It looks like, you're in a recovery state, it seems like. We've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse position here. So you're recovering from some type of financial loss right now. It seems like, you've learned your lesson perhaps by perhaps maybe overspending, okay? With the Four of Pentacles being here in the reverse position. You're recovering from this overspending perhaps. It seems like you're in a good place right now. I do see perhaps a new material offer, new manifestation coming in for you with the Ace of Pentacles. It seems like you're sharing your wealth. You're giving to others or your community as well. I see that good luck is here with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's a turning point for you when it comes to your finances, Pisces. Yeah, I definitely feel like you're in a recovery place. This looks really good. It's like the wheel is now turning in your favor. I do see a new job, promotion, new opportunities, or just what you've manifested is coming in. Spirit is saying to me, I have a money bowl that I've had out for a couple weeks now. I'm adding to it here and there, giving it what it wants. But there's been unexpected income coming in for me here and there since I've made that money bowl. And it's that kind of feeling. It's like you're recovering from a loss, perhaps after overspending, or just financial insecurity here. Yeah, definitely in recovery. Let's clarify. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you know what? I feel like you might have been spending to help feed your ego a little bit here in the recent past. You've been a little reckless with your spending. Please clarify the Five of Pentacles. And I feel like, you had to go back and reevaluate everything in order to help recover. So you're going through a transition right now when it comes to your finances, Pisces. Yeah. You had to really reevaluate your ego and that overspending that you were doing in order to help hope return. Going through a transition, moving into calmer waters. Please clarify the Six of Pentacles. Definitely going through a recovery here. Yep, I feel like you are giving to others, perhaps your family or loved ones and whatnot. You're nurturing others. You may be, having people over for dinner, things like that. You know, I feel like you're welcoming others. You are perhaps being more charitable. You are, you know, giving to others. You're being a little bit more generous. Like I said, I'm being called to say you're having people over for dinner. There's a good balance here as you've recovered from this financial loss in the past. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is a new offer, new job promotion, or new opportunity coming in, or new manifestation that you've done in order to help bring stability to your finances. It feels like with the Hierophant here, you may have done this in an unconventional or an unorthodox way. And I feel like it's through the Hermit here, through spending some time alone, perhaps through manifestation. You have created more abundance in your life. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, this is a big change for you. Lots of good luck coming in for you. It's definitely changing things up for you. I definitely see a turning point for you. The universe is in control here and making unexpected events happen here, which is bringing you into this recovery state here. What does the future hold, please, Spirit? I feel like you're definitely driven by success in the near future. What else? And you're looking at your long-term investments here in the near future. So you're definitely driven by success as you are now in recovery. And you're looking at your long-term investments in order to preserve what you've made and worked hard for at this moment. You have a little bit of anxiety about perhaps getting, you know, it's like an underlying anxiety that you have a fear of being back where you were. But you definitely are in a recovery state here. What is the advice? You have a lot of potential here with the Magician being reversed. So you have to remember not to scatter your energy, to focus it in on what it is that you're wanting to manifest here, to bring in new offers, to bring in new opportunities, to bring in a new job, new manifestation here. I definitely feel like things are changing for you, but you have to focus that energy is what the advice is here. Please clarify the advice, please, Spirit. Yeah, so if you scatter your energy, it's going to block that third eye in order to help manifest and bring in and visualize what it is that you want here. It could also lead to delays and whatnot and you getting the money that you so much want here in order to recover from what you've been going through in the past here. So you need to persevere, okay, with the Nine of Wands here, okay? You're very, very close to success here as you are now moving, as the Wheel of Fortune is now moving in your favor in order to change things for you financially, Pisces. Let's pull a message from the Akashic Records to finish up your reading. Things are looking really good for you, Pisces, here for your money story this week. Definitely in recovery, which is great. Message from the Akashic Records to finish up this reading for Pisces, please, Spirit. It says discovery. New ideas, people, or opportunities may be coming your way. What did I say? While there is still work for you to do to reach your goal, you may discover new strengths and passions along the way. Wonderful. Let's pull a message from the universe. This is the best money story I've seen in a while, so get ready, Pisces. Message from the universe, please, Spirit, for Pisces, for their money story. Okay. It says, try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. As I said, you're moving into like this new place here, this newfound freedom through this recovery financially, perhaps after reckless spending, overspending, and, being reckless in the past. You learned a lot through this, okay? Hope is returning now. You're definitely going through a transition here. Remember to open up that third eye by not wasting your energy in other places, okay? And not dwelling on the past or the future too much. And discover, opportunities may be coming your way here. So while there's still work for you to do to reach this goal, you may discover there's some strengths or passions along the way. So keep an eye out for that. What I'm seeing here in the near future is you really are success driven here, looking at long-term investments, things like that. You're definitely manifesting a new sense of security here in your financial future. I'm going to leave the message there, Pisces. Continue to persevere. You're doing really good here. You're close to success. So if you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the hype button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons if you want to. And I'll see you next week for your money story. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste.